As here guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8 read.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight
Ready, ready.
On first down, Peyton. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3, 218, chopper.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5.
Mike, 58, right there.
Now back to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger
What's
guy?
your boy name? Sean.
Talking about my analytics department. What are the odds if I don't get it? What's it
Sean Towers or something like that.
Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trey, you want to make an opening drive statement?
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
I'm playing a man in grid.
53, check 53. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll give this to Bell running right. And they'll put one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues
how you been making
to
Jeff?
in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over the game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Manning. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
I can't hear you. We talking to me. So my
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, McNair. They set up the screen to Peyton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said,
hey,
he's been in
come on, chill out. Chill out, sit down, chill out.
Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a give right side.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
sit down. Chill out.
The line of scrimmage.
Why don't you go get in your house?
1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. We're scoreless after 1.
Put it out, girl.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Manning now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Manning gonna throw. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Cool.
So after the 2nd down completion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
This that's an old Peyton Manning.
He's got his tight end Burton, and that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 36.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Manning to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You 8? I'm about to go and
they'll run it with Bell. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Yeah, after this game.
Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
Hey!
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run on first down.
I thought so.
Peyton. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far? I'm
kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to. But I think this is more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ready. 8 feet. Check nickel.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
You know what team I'm in? You know what team I am?
The kickoff team
Probably,
on the field
yeah.
now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I ain't really too good at that. I like talking about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Manning. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Case keeps there.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Manning again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This time they stay on the ground. They're able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Right.
Manning now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play
That nigga caught that,
as the first half is winding down. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Sean.
Point after up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
They simulated me and Ronnie game.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one
man. Emergency in my family.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What'd you say?
You're in and out, I guess. For their next possession, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
Damn, I should have went down.
Intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Man, you might go in and out, bro.
For a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30
I'm playing
yards.
somebody else right now.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. Manning.
Oh,
To the
come
center of
on.
the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Manning now to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle
I
made
couldn't
at the
switch to
Jets'
my
26.
fucking man.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready, set. 50 seconds to mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 43. He's checking. 64. Hey, Steve 6.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. The New York York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction.
Yeah.
And when they try and change
I gotta go do something in a minute.
It's easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Why you want to play 2K?
Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got Burton here. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids,
we run
about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, exit!
They fake the handoff. Now Manning.
Oh, shit.
Deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown passes.
And that's supposed to be cold.
This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3
I try to cut that bit back up.
Game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He'll get get that to develop the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yep. Yeah, he don't mean nothing by it, just the way he is. Man, that bitch got into it too. You know we stay getting into it. Fuck, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Just like he gonna want to do what he want to do, I'm gonna want to do what I want to do too.
Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down.
Yeah, that's just him.
22-yard line.
Yeah, I lost this game myself. Look at that shit, nigga. Blew my thing.
He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
Nigga bust my line up just now.
Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
3-1 or something, 4-1 or something.
Within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
I knew he was coming out with them 3 wide receivers.
They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning and touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. How do you get back into the game? Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
What you mean?
Exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels,
I don't know. I tried to swap that bitch.
This is Bell, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here.
Yeah.
Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Yeah, I'm not.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do
Oh,
to stop
I might have
you?
do it, huh?
You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Manning.
Damn.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into
What'd you say?
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take a
shit, that nigga about to scope because fuck.
Matchbox lights. 57. Hey, echo. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mm-hmm.
On first down, Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his
overthrew that
back.
bill. For real, nigga, wish that bitch was later than that. Yep. Then I got 2 timeouts. He got 2 timeouts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go!
Throwing again. Manning.
Oh, man. No, I didn't.
And that's going to be another first down as the
That
tackle
nigga
made
killing
at
me
the
over the
Jets
middle with that
19.
nigga, man.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now Manning. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
if nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Manning to throw once more.
Yeah.
That's complete right around the 8.
I need that intercept.
Over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
I could just use the intercept, period.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
But that wasn't no use right there. Fuck, you were gonna catch that.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Damn, overran that bitch.
Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's losing. Mikey, what's going on?
I'm chilling, bro.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, Madden sucks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now again, right side. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Damn.
A road win in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Yeah.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.
How the fuck you did that?
Head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
how the fuck my shit fell?
Back to 500 at
she probably ate my fucking.
They'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
My little junk
so
that
for
I
our
had.
entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm not. That's that little CBD shit. No, get a little buzz a little bit if you drink with it. You don't do shit. My nerve bad, Bert, dog. I ain't lying to you, son. I can't about to start CDL school, bro. I'm about to start in a minute. No, I said I'm about to start in a minute. Nah, man, you gotta have your hair clean. That too, just in case, you know. Not in school, but if you sign out with a company, yeah, they gonna pull you up. But that's why I ain't smoking. This bitch. kid at what, 7? How much you was selling them for? Leave my broom alone. Leave my broom alone. Leave it alone, kid.
Drop that, you fucking idiot.
I'll be back, Merc. We'll get on 2K in a minute.
Chicken corner.
Further or later, you gotta watch this movie crime video called Jasper. Remember a long time ago, that killing in Jasper, Texas, when they chained that black guy to that truck?